time. Powerful algorithms shape what you see in your web browser. They may also subtly steer you to the next book you'll read and CD you'll listen to. When you answer these suggestions by providing feedback, you are shaping not just your future recommendations, but those of everybody else using the same service. You are taking part in a conversation between machines and humanity. I'm KSJE Josic at the University of Houston, where we are interested in the way inventive minds work.
A transcript of this Engines of Our Ingenuity episode number 2514 is online at uh.edu/engines. Additional episodes are available by podcast.
Wednesday morning here on KSJE, and it's time once again to learn about life in the Sandbox. Ron Price is here. He is the author of the Play Nice in Your Sandbox series of books. He is here with me in Studio A. Good morning, Mr. Price.
Good morning, Mr. Michlin.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
We're so formal today,
aren't we? I know, that's true. But good to have you here, as you are every Wednesday at this time. And we've been talking about germs as they come to relationships. And so this week, I believe we are still talking about germs, are we not? Or are we talking about the anecdote, right?
No, we're
part
not
3.
ready for the antidotes just yet.
Okay.
These are 5 germs. The first 4 come from an organization called PrEP Inc., professors at the University of Denver. And another relationship expert took their research and called them germs. That will infect, sicken, and ultimately destroy your relationship if people are not aware of them and don't know how to combat them. So we talked about escalation.
Yes.
Little things becoming big things. We talked about negative interpretation, not just misunderstanding the other person, but being sure they're out to get you. They have an evil purpose in mind. We talked about invalidation, those subtle or not so subtle put-downs of the other person. So we're up to number 4 right now, which is avoidance withdrawal. And Scott, if anybody in our listening and viewing audience says they don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, right. Avoidance withdrawal, an issue comes up, and again, this is at home, at work, anywhere. An issue between you and another person comes up. Typically, one person wants to talk about it, and the other doesn't. So they do the dance between the one who wants to talk and the one who wants to walk. It's very common, very frustrating, very damaging to relationships, and very fixable. Very fixable. That's my tease for people who are going to have to tune in. We'll give the fix next week.
Okay.
But avoidance withdrawal, it's a funny, I shouldn't say funny, ironic germ. Because both dancers are well motivated. They're doing what they're doing for good, positive, relationship-enhancing reasons. Scott, they just don't look well motivated to the other. Let's say you and I are in a discussion and you want to talk. You're probably thinking, hey, Ron, we're friends. Come on, let's talk this out. We can fix this. It doesn't have to divide us. You're well motivated. But if I already told you, Scott, I don't want to talk to you about this right now, and you keep saying, I don't care, talk anyway, you're not going to appear well motivated. Because if I don't want to talk at that moment, I'm probably well motivated. I'm likely thinking, if I try to talk right now, as upset as I am, I'm liable going to say or do something I'll later regret. I need to take myself out of this situation. But again, if you're thinking, hey, if we talk about it, we can fix it, and you see me refusing to talk, you think I don't want to be your friend anymore, or I don't want to be in this work relationship or home relationship or what have you.
Or not a priority to you?
It's not a priority. There you go. And it's funny, too, when I say one wants to talk and one wants to walk, a lot of people will think it's a gender thing. Women have the stereotypical, they want to talk, and men the stereotypical, they don't. That's not quite as true as we might think. It comes down to more whose issue is it. If it's my issue, I want to talk. If it's your issue, maybe not so much. But avoidance withdrawal, again, we're going to fix that for you. Tune in next week. We're going to give you one of several fixes for that. It doesn't have to impact your relationship.
Good to know.
The 5th germ came from another source, a lady named Michelle Weiner Davis up in Boulder. And it's called no fun, or not enough fun. Relationships between human beings, Scott, require fun on a fairly regular basis. The workplaces that have the most fun, I don't want to say they're the most successful necessarily, but yeah, the best places to work, the most productivity are typically among teams that enjoy each other. They work well together. They play nice in the sandbox, if I may. And they have fun on a regular basis. And, life is hard. Scott, would you agree with that? Life can be hard at times?
I definitely would agree with that. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I thought you would. And sometimes fun becomes a luxury. It gets pushed to the side as if it's not so much of a priority. And that's a mistake. You want to be in healthy relationships, again, and with anybody, whatever the relationship is. And at the end of the day, although I hate that expression, it all comes down to our life satisfaction is so much dependent on the health of our relationships with others. So make sure you're having enough fun in those relationships, and I think you'll enjoy life a whole lot more.
That sounds like good advice, too.
I like it.
Right? Very good.
Like it.
Ron Price, thank you so much. Good to have you here.
My pleasure, Scott. And again, we'll be back next time with the antidotes to these germs. They don't have to destroy relationships, but
okay,
we'll go there.
Roll up your sleeve. There's a vaccine next week.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll shoot them up.
Thank you very much. That's Ron Price. He is here with me every Wednesday right here on KSJE Farmington.
Historical study reveals twists in the